I'm rolling with FD.
I am rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
We are rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
We got alphas and bros in the house.
That's right.
Peace out, my brother.
Woo!
I'm rolling with the F to the D.
Learn something new every day when you're rolling with FD.
We are rolling with FD, baby.
I roll with one person, and that's FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
You
I
gotta
love
love
it,
it,
man.
man.
Hey, Renee, who you rolling with?
Rolling with FD.
Amen.
Rolling with FD.
You don't have to ask. I'm rolling with FD.
My man, C. Bless. Who you rolling with?
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
That's how you just rolling, right? That's the whole thing, right? You roll with it.
I'm rolling with FD.
Manny and Jeremy, who you rolling with?
We're rolling with FD. We don't want to get our asses kicked.
My man, Dan, the card man. I appreciate you, dog. You gotta let the people know who you rolling with.
Well, obviously I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
Chasing Cardboard is rolling with FD.
Rolling with FD.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing? 6:08, October 22nd. This is an interview I've been looking forward to for a long time. Great person in the hobby. A lot of knowledge that he's going to share today, talking with everyone, answer some questions. But I want to bring in Armin Blue.
Let's go, FD.
How you doing, brother?
What's up, brother?
Good to have you here, man.
I love it, man. Thank you for inviting me on your podcast. We had this long overdue, huh?
Yeah, long overdue. We got Big John in the house and we're rolling. Armin, the first question I want to ask you, I've been thinking about this today, is I want to learn more about how you got started in a hobby. How did you become interested? How long have you been in? And what are some things that you've learned along your time?
Hobby I started, like, I would say in 1988, 89. When I started, at first, where I came from, there were no cards, no baseball cards, no basketball. I was collecting stamps. And then when I came here, on the way here, somehow I lost everything. In the airport or whatever happened, I don't know. I was probably my 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
I lost everything. And then I don't know what to collect, like it was in my mind to collect something. Then suddenly, I don't know, I went to the drugstore and I see cards and I was asking, and it was a hockey cards. And I was asking the guy, what is this? This is a collectible hockey cards. People love to collect that, like the baseball cards, same as the hockey cards, and then it kind of got, I got intrigued, like, I want to buy, they were like $2-3, or so, I want to buy cards and see, what I can pull out of it. And then I pulled something cool that, it was if I'm not mistaken, is a Sergei Fedorov rookie card.
Okay.
And I'm excited about it. It's a Detroit Red Wings, and then I got hooked after that, and I started collecting him. And I was big Detroit fan, and when I started collecting, and I love the Russian 5 when they play in Detroit, and they got multiple Stanley Cups. I was big again Red Wings. From then on, I start collecting the cards and collecting more hockey than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then close to I would say when Kobe came to the NBA, then I kind of got intrigued. This is something that I like more.
Yeah.
I watched, believe me, I watched Jordan, I watched Magic and stuff, but I didn't collect cards then. When I didn't buy any Jordan or the Jordan and the Magic stuff. And I was keep collecting, hockey. Then I start collecting Wayne Gretzky and stuff because he was the god of the hockey. And then I should start collecting also basketball. And then I start collecting some Kobe cards, nothing crazy, smaller cards. And the end of the road, slowly, when they start doing, game use stuff, my first game use card that I got was not Kobe. It was a 97 Jordan, the All-Star patch. I got that card. I love that card. I still have it. Then slowly, like those game use stuff, I go, oh my God, this is so beautiful that you can actually, see the person wore that jersey on them, and then piece of that. After that, next year, 98, 99, then the Kobe jerseys come up, the purple version, the yellow version, and start collecting those. And I was kind of more into the game use stuff. Then let's say some people into the inserts, like gold refractors, different insert cards, numbers, whatever, PMGs, and I was more in the game use stuff, autograph game use. That was my niche, I like those things to collect it, even though I regret getting those days, those insert stuff. Probably, I was even talking to some of my friends, probably I had the PMG Kobe, that I don't even remember. Maybe I had it, and I just probably sold it or whatever and got the game use stuff. But that's the start, and slowly, you know me pretty long time now, and you know what I collect. Mainly, I collect the GOATs, pretty much all the sports, and and plus, I start collecting also, Marvel, Disney stuff lately, fun stuff. That is the most important thing. Whatever you do, you enjoy it.
That's right.
You collect, you enjoy what you're collecting. It doesn't matter the dollar value. It could be $5, it could be $100, it could be $10,000. But the thing is, if you do enjoy it, it'll make you happy what you do. Instead of only running for the value of the card, see how much you're worth, and then, oh man, this is worth this much, and then you forget. I have cards that I have this card since probably 1989, 90, the Federal.
Wow.
I still have it. It doesn't mean I don't have a bigger cards or small cards, but I still have it because this is my PC. I have it. And him, Kobe, Gretzky, I still have it. It doesn't mean that, again, this cards probably worth like $5, $10, $20, whatever. But again, this is
memory. So
this is nostalgia. You remember when you started. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you had cards like that.
Oh yeah.
That you still have it. That it might not worth much, but for you, it's a sentimental value.
And what I like about cards, similar to that and others, is that those are the cards I learned how to take care of a card, how to put it in a penny sleeve and top loader, how to talk to my friends about it. If I wanted to trade, why am I trading? What am I looking for? That's like the foundation to me of almost anything that I'm trying to do. I can look back on cards that, especially junk wax baseball, that probably isn't worth anything now. Yeah. But if I didn't learn how to take care of those cards, I don't know how to take care of anything today.
For sure. I'm pretty sure you have a junk wax era cards with you as me. We still have those, Us, it's something that we first time pulled it or whatever. That's what you started with, It's like you can't just leave those alone. Oh, just go get a few $100 or $1,000 or $60 cards. It's not that, the point is that you collect, you enjoy. That's why I kind of preach the kids, or whoever asks something, that not only think about flipping it. I know it's flipping, it's fine. It has its own good things going on, but always collecting it because that's what's going to make you happy.
True.
Okay? I know if you do flip, you make money at that point. Oh, I make $2,000 more than what the card, he bought it for or she bought it, whatever. But when you have that card that you enjoyed, you love it, it doesn't matter the value. That's why sometimes people say, Armin, how come you're not selling this card, that card? Again, for me, it's hard to move. It doesn't matter if the hype at that time, it was like probably 5,000-6,000 more than now. But I'm pretty sure I knew the process, but I go, bro, it's not the money, it's just the collecting process, you enjoy collecting it. Again, me and you, like we connect in that kind of scenarios that we collect, and I see you go to shows and stuff like that, and I see you pick up things that you really enjoy. It doesn't have to be again the value. So you know what I'm talking about.
Right. Absolutely. And sometimes too, I think when you've been in the hobby for several years and you've grown in the space, you start looking for different stuff in different ways. Like you're talking about, it's not just about the dollar amount. Sometimes it's about, do you believe in that player? Where were you at in life at that time? Is it something else that sparked? I could be in the car, Armin, and I'm riding with Junior, and I'll tell him a song will come on the radio. And I was like, man, I was in 8th grade when that song came out, and he's sitting back there like, really, Dad? Like, but there are many things that happen around me that makes me remember something earlier in my life. The hobby is definitely one of them. You know, I wouldn't have anything in a hobby if it wasn't for my dad introducing the hobby to me. And a lot of stuff around that time in those years that I still see at shows today brings up a lot of memories and sparks a conversation either with the vendor or my children that I'm with. To me, that's like the cornerstone of everything. That's what it's all about.
100%. And that's what I see, you know, again, when you go to shows, junior, you know, kids coming on and they, oh man, you just get this. You know, when you do it, especially when you do the deal with junior, let's say, and you buy that car, you know, it's kind of sentimental. You know, I don't want to sell because I did this with junior, you know, like something I want to hold on to it, you know, especially when it's a PC card for you guys, you know.
Yes.
And that's why I like it, because he learns, because again, the kids learns from us, from the adults, you know, and they say, oh, you know, my dad did this, you know, my grandpa did this, my uncle did this, you know, and then I go, man, I guess they're doing something right, you know. It's not only this, you have to also collect, enjoy, and hold on to it, you know. It doesn't, again, the value, again, is put on the side. Just hold on to it, you know, and then you pretty much, sometimes you go and open up your box and look at the cards and go, oh my God, I still have this gem, you know. It's so cool.
Yeah. Yep. Because I remember opening Topps Chrome during LeBron's rookie year. I think boxes were $450 or something like that. And people at the time thought that was, what is that? What are these prices? Now you look at the box of the stuff, it's $15,000.
I know. I know. It's same with the screws. Remember, we you know, it was $500 a pop, first year, second year, whatever, you know, even 2008-9, you know, it was $500. You know, you could buy them, pull something crazy. But now those boxes, they go for, you know, $70,000, $80,000, especially the, you know, LeBron's first year. You know, it's just shows, you know, how the card market is. You know, how's the value, and the plus, you know the Exquisite is like a holy grail.
Change the game at many levels.
100% change the game, change everything. You know, follow up with the flawless. You know what they did, especially with Kobe years. You know, making Kobe cards and stuff like that. But the Exquisite, it's another level. You know, if we talk the card wise, you know, that's why you know nowadays when, like you said, you know, the box is $700. Let's say $700 Spectrum box. Can you imagine those days? You know, $500 Exquisite box.
That's right.
$700 now. Let's say, you know.
Put me in a time machine, man. I'll go back and.
I know we should both of us go back and get those.
I tell people all the time, I'd love to go back to 2009 when Curry was a rookie and everybody was talking about Blake Griffin.
Yeah, you see, you know, and again, you know, that's why, you know, like I'm a big Golden State guy, you know. Guy, you know, that's why it's for me like one of the, probably I would say, you know, for me 3-4 guy, you know, after a few guys ahead, but you know, he changed the game, you know that he changed the game, he changed the 3 points and everything. Is one of my favorites out there, you know, as a basketball player, as a human being, you know, is one of the best ones.
You know, a question I've always wanted to ask you. Is there a young player that you watch? You may not buy in the hobby or whatever, but you look at their game and you're like, hey, that player is exciting. Is there a modern day player today?
The thing is, I'm very excited. You know, I don't know, you know, if we can go back. Luka, I like Luka a lot. I like Luka a lot. Edwards, he's pretty good if he keep it up. You know, stay healthy. You know, those guys are kind of, for me at this point, you know, one of the newer guys, and you know, but I think personally at this point, Luka, I like Lucas, because Luka kind of for me is like combined like Magic Johnson, you know, has that no look passes and stuff like that. His shooting pretty okay, you know, pretty good, you know, but nowadays, you know, Zion or you know, other guys, John, stuff like that. The thing is, nowadays, what I don't like, when the people see those dollar signs, they think they're the top of the line.
True.
They, you know, play the way you're supposed to play the game. like I don't know, one of the Magic documentaries when he's talking about the money, what they were getting, the money when the kids nowadays getting, it's ridiculous the money wise, and I think sometimes these kids, they don't appreciate what they have, the money wise, and they think they're on top of the thing, and they don't know there's days you could go down to zero and you might fly all the way to the top. That's why there's a lot of also international players, we see
A lot.
like again, like Luka, Giannis, from Greece, and then other people coming in, like Victor. Victor now it's kind of doing the right thing, and they have to kind of work on their craft, not only on what they do, what they can do, and hopefully, I'm very big also with Victor. Hopefully he does good. If he does good, he's going to change everything, because
we all hope so. Yes.
Yeah, we need something to be changed because if you're looking at it, after Curry, for me personally, now let's say it's the Tatum, Luka, and those guys are great, but when the Curry did, at this point, I don't see anybody doing anything, closer to Curry what Curry did.
I agree.
With other guys.
You got to think when Curry, LeBron, and Durant leave the game.
Yeah, you see, it's going to be hard because they have to do everything right, to play the way the game is, and I think we'll be fine, but again, we just have to hope everybody stay healthy. That's most important, healthy, and they do everything right to get there. But we will have, we won't have. I don't know if I ever see Kobe Jordan again, that caliber. I hope I will, but at least Curry, LeBron, other guys, they doing the right stuff right now. But nowadays, these youngsters, see what they can do. I'm big on the Luka. See what happens.
Yep. I got a question for you. We're talking about Victor. Just dabbling into the hobby a little bit. We know that Topps Mercury came out. It's a Victor Wembanyama product. What do you think of Topps Mercury?
The thing is, it's a good product in a way. The only bad thing, in the hobby, that people don't like non-licensed stuff.
Yeah,
and that's the kind of bummer that you don't have the logo on it. But what's the good thing on the upside? You see what patches and jerseys. What he has, it's all game use. For his 1,000 points or first debut, whatever, and it's all game use stuff. And people like more intrigued. Oh, this is at least it's a game use. It's not licensed, but at least it's game use stuff. I think it's a little bit expensive price. The hype is pretty high. I don't think 8 to 10K. It's a reasonable price. They should bring it down. But again, it is what it is now. But what I see, lately I'm seeing the cards like autographs and stuff. They're going like out of 99 or out of 75. They go like $1,200, $1,500, like $8,000. Even the patch one, the biggest one, let's say they pull it, it's like 2,500 max. Unless you pull that crazy 101, but somebody already pulled it with the Jordan logo. You see that one, with the Jordan jumping logo thing. They pulled the 101 right away. Now the hype beats kind of went down, but still, people still buying it. I think more they're buying it as a breaking it, let's say to the breaking platform, than individually buying the boxes. Because it's too expensive. And people think, after secondary market it could be 20 to 25K. I go seriously, bro. Like I don't think that unless each autograph at least worth like 8 to 10K, then you were talking about that big of a difference. At least the patch auto, let's say, even out of 99 patch auto, at least they have to be, let's say, $7,000 to $8,000. That, let's say, other autos be $3,000-4,000. At least you break even if you pull just a regular. And you've seen those majority jersey cards in there or patches, whatever. It's all of them. It's just napkins, black.
True.
You've seen that. There's few patches, even those patches, nice patches, they go around 8 to 10K max, 9,000.
Mhm.
I think they'll go down. Those cars will go down after. Then when they're saying, you see that probably they were saying they're short print, but I'm looking at it and seeing it. They made over $3,000, 3,000 cases. I don't know if that's a short print. 3,000, I think, is more. If they did, let's say, 1,500 boxes or maybe.
And I was saying to some people that said they numbered the boxes.
Yeah.
So we actually knew what the print one was. That would have added more hype to it. What I really liked about the product, like you talked about, is that they tell you what game the jersey's from.
Yeah, that's like kind of amazing that they did that. It's so cool. And same thing with, remember the flawless rookie Luka, the old game used.
Yeah.
And people pay more for that. You know that. People nowadays they don't even know which game it is, or if the player wore the majority boxes. You open it, none of them says whatever it is, and it's not cool. Hopefully, Fnatic will change that. When they start, doing everything right with the licensing, they fully in a NBA, licensing going on. They should change that as a game use, stuff. Because people, will pay more for the game use than they don't even know which game they played. Maybe somebody put on themselves for a second and here we go, cut them off in the card.
That happens a lot. Yes. Do you think? I know there's been a lot of products. We saw Prism Deca come out. We saw Prism. Do you think Wemby, if we go forward in time, can really be the athlete that may need to be over the next several years to really be that front athlete in product? Do you think that can be successful?
I think, because the hype is there. If it's in the right, environment, right, he's in the right hand. I think he'll be great. Again, with the thing is also, if he does right, everything good, he plays nice, hopefully no injury, finger crossed. People love those kind of stuff. I'm not a Mavs fan, but I like watching Luka how he plays.
Yes.
I enjoy that guy. When he plays, I'm just watching it. Even though I'm a Laker fan, but I was over watching. Same with when I will go to Kobe games. I was like staring on Kobe 20.
Yeah, I remember.
Staring, because I don't want to. Because the guy, like, even in his bad day, staring on him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. The thing is, this is YouTube, they talk about Kobe, they go Mamba mentality, and when I go watch the Kobe games, and I see he gives 110%. The finger broke, finger pop out, everything is going on. They put it back on, whatever. But he plays, on injury and everything, because when I was remember he was saying, I know probably the kid came from Europe. One day they've got a ticket to see me, and I'm not going to play.
True.
And how I'm going to, that kid, I was going to, oh my God, I'm going to justify. Oh my God, I bought a ticket, came from internationally, and the Kobe's not playing because he's tired.
Yes.
Nowadays, these kids, they don't want to train much. They just want to play, and then if they get a small injury, whatever, they go, I have to take a few weeks off.
Yes.
And that's not the guys that even Curry never does those kind of stuff, unless something bad happened injury wise. But he always plays because he knows people come mainly see his game as a team, but mainly see Curry because that's the guy they want to see when they go. If I go to the Golden State game, I want to definitely see Curry. If Curry's not going to play, in a way, no disrespect to Golden State fans, I don't want to go watch it.
True. That's why I wish the NBA. I always feel like the NBA doesn't talk enough about Kobe Bryant. I will hope that the Lakers will rename their court Kobe Bryant Court. There needs to be more about him, and I kind of feel like since his passing, he has been forgotten, and people only talk about Jordan and LeBron. But Kobe Bryant, I think we were 4 or 5 years apart in age. He's a phenomenal player.
Oh, he's such an awesome player. And the thing is, when I watch some of the YouTubes and stuff like that, for me, like Iverson, McGrady, there's a bunch of guys, Barnes, they always talk about Kobe. They always say, well, this is the guy. This is the guy. You guys don't know how big of an impact he had, for NBA, or even, I wish this tragedy didn't happen. Can you imagine WNBA, what it will be?
Yeah, it'd be phenomenal. He would be a part of it. I'm pretty sure his daughter would have come out of school, been a part of it.
Yeah, I was even thinking about he could be like CEO of the WNBA, like the guy. He knows the game, he appreciates the game, and he'll be fair. To be on the top of the WNBA, especially the Gigi. She was playing, at the high school or transfer.
Yeah.
Like, I think he'll be big, but I guess we will never know that.
Yeah, LP says facts that the fans know that Kobe is the man. I think real people that watch basketball and know the history of basketball know exactly who Kobe Bryant was. To give him his flowers. I mean, I really love to watch him play. And what I really like about his career was that he started out of high school with a lot to learn, and he took the time to learn it and perfect his craft and stepped away from the clubs. There's so many stories about what Kobe did not do.
Yeah.
Make sure that he was in a position to get up in the morning and train and do his thing. Those are the things that I love to hear about players. The sacrifice.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, you're right. You're on the point. Because I always love to watch Iverson and other NBA players that they retired. And they will talk about Kobe. They will tell you stories, that USA game, even LeBron, with the
yeah.
They will talk about those things, that the way he was like mentally is there. Okay, I'm here to win. I'm here to do the right thing, to bring the goal to USA. I know Gasol is my brother, but I have to win this.
Yes.
That's the mentality nowadays. You see, a lot of NBA players don't have it yet, even though a lot of them, they idolize him, Kobe, but still, they have to do so much work to get to that point.
True.
A little bit get to that point that they can, Kobe, like this is close to Kobe. This is like kind of what Kobe did, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, believe me, after, let's say Curry's gone, retired, or LeBron retired, I don't know what's the NBA, Kevin Durant, I don't know what the NBA is going to be, in a way.
None of us do. When you look at the NBA, who's the real GOAT? Well, I'm not talking about the word GOAT thrown around about people. Who's the person that's going to take the torch and be an ambassador of the game, lead their team, manage relationships internationally, go to the Olympics in 2028? Who's going to be those players? 2032? We don't know right now. It's the same way in the NFL.
Yeah.
We don't really know who those players are. And this is the first time, I think, since I've been alive that we've been in this kind of state. We had Dr. J, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. They carried the torch. They passed it on to Mike. Mike took it for a long time. Passed it off to Kobe, Shaq. Took it for a long time. Passed it off to Steph Curry. Kevin Durant took it for. But who's coming right now is the question. So we'll all have to wait to find that out. But I am every day very curious. Hey, what do you think? I know you watch other teams. What do you think of Klay Thompson going to Dallas?
I think it's a big change for him, and he's going on a good franchise, playing with Luka.
Yep.
I think he's going to open it up more for the 3-point and stuff. I'm pretty sure Luka is happy about it. That he's going over there. He's an awesome player, man. I wish he could stay there, but if he decided to go, again, you can't do anything about it. He's going to go. Like with the Kevin Durant, he changed a few teams, but I think he's going to help him a lot. He's a weapon. He could do what he did with the Golden State. Without him, it'll be hard to win that many championships with the Golden State also, because he's the right hand man for Curry.
True. LP said, "Well, Mahomes is pretty big. Mahomes is big." I always think back to, and I'm not taking anything away from Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He also plays in a different league than Joe Montana, Steve Young, Troy Aikman, Brett Favre. We can keep going back.
Oh, for sure.
You can't touch the quarterback now.
No.
I enjoy him. Otani is growing. We got to get Otani to win a World Series. Hopefully he does that this year.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping.
Yeah, we got to get him to really get out of that funk he was in with the Anaheim Angels franchise and then take that torch. So just so everybody knows out there, I'm the kind of person like I don't crown people. I'm not like, I think most of the media crowns people because of many different reasons we could talk about, but they crown people before they have accomplished. I'm about watching someone accomplish something, celebrate them, see them come back again, accomplish it again, and really solidify greatness.
Yes.
That's to me, the players that Armin talked about earlier took these steps. We watched them solidify greatness for themselves, and it wasn't given to them before they did something. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, because like you said, like Trout, they were saying he's a Mickey Mantle, he's this guy, and they fixed the guy, like he got injured all the time, and he didn't have the right tools, the pitching and whatever, and he's stuck in that franchise, and they got a big guns, they brought the guy from St. Louis, what's his name? The number 5 from
Pujols, yeah, Pujols.
Pujols, and it didn't work, but what I'm saying is, it's just a kind of jigging it, like you said, don't go ahead of yourself. Just until they accomplished, like for me personally, when the Dodger won the World Series, truly, I don't know if you believe it or not, I was so excited for Kershaw because
I can see that. Yeah.
If he retires, he didn't have any trophy to show, I think it'll be like disaster. And when he won, I go, okay, now I'm done. Like for me personally, like accomplished thing, he did whatever he's supposed to do.
Yes.
Won, like I'm so happy for him because he been with us so many years and he stayed. He didn't go anywhere and he rewarded. And then we got the Mookie and now we got Otani.
Yeah, Otani. Yeah.
They go again, and I think this is the first time, long time, the Yankees and the Dodgers are facing, World Series. Isn't that right?
First time since '81 with Valenzuela.
That's a long time, very long time. I was like a kid,
I think I was 6 years old. Yeah,
probably around there. Yeah, we were 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
I wasn't even in the States, when that happened. But this is a cool. Even if I was hearing even Jeter goes, I never had a chance to play finals World Series with the Dodgers. That's one of his kind of goals to play.
Yeah,
play with Dodgers.
Yogi Berra, you got Jackie Robinson, you got so many stories there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those icons. There's not even close. There's nobody like for me. Jackie is a top. I don't know. Some people will say others, but I think Jackie is for me personally, number 1 for me. I don't know. Some people will put Mantle, Root in there, and I won't disagree with them. But for me personally, what he did and what he accomplished, for me, it's not another level. Believe it or not, Jackie is not like when I watch videos, I watch on the TV seeing I get all goosebumps,
Yeah.
And that guy,
yeah.
And it's such a cool thing that we have a special day, Jackie Robinson Day, and stuff like that. Yeah. It's awesome. I mean, people appreciate that guy, and we should do more of those kind of things. Remember those guys, always, Willie Mays, Mantle, Maggio, those guys, that always play the game the right way, Don't till they passed away to appreciate them,
True.
Ryan, there's other guys all around, good players, Koufax, those are the guys that change the game,
And Koufax also went through a lot, and he doesn't really talk about that a lot, and I understand why not.
Yeah,
but he went through a lot and achieved a lot while going through it.
Man, he's a goat. He's a special. a good player, good pitcher. You know, like it's amazing.
And again, it's the same story. Koufax was a starting pitcher, young, kind of struggled a little bit.
Yeah.
And then started finding his stride and overcame. These are the stories that I love. I love when people don't just come out the gate. They have to experience something. Because these are the real life stories. All of us have to overcome some kind of obstacles in order to accomplish our goals. And I think those athletes that do that and then inspire others, you know, they reach back and bring people up, are the ones that I really like to talk about. And those are the greats to me.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, when you go to card shows, have you seen any changes in them? What are you seeing on the card show world right now when you go?
The card show world, it looks doing good. And then what I see this year or so, I see more collectors FD than, let's say, only flippers. I think flippers were like more in the 2021, 22 kind of end of the 22, starting to in the like mid 23, 24. Yeah. I see more people come ask, Armin, what should I collect?
That's right.
Forget about let's say flipping it. What should I collect for the long term holding it? You know, and I'll tell my peace of mind to them. I'll tell them this is what you do, but the most important thing, make sure you like what you collect. You know, because end of the day, it's a hobby, and this card could be $10,000 in a probably literally in a day or in a 6 months, a year. That card from $10,000, it could be $500. But you have to understand, you don't regret when you collect. That's why you have to also love the hobby. You collect, you enjoy it, and you show your cards and tell about your PC and bring people close to you, you know, to kind of enjoy that hobby. You know, when I go to shows, you know, I talk to you so many times about hobby, about what's right, what's wrong, what you do. Because end of the day, FD, you're the one of the coolest people at the.
Thank you, sir.
You know,
coming from you, man. I appreciate it.
Because you not only collecting yourself, you also, I see, talk with the youngsters, with the people, you know, inviting people in, helping other small guys that they want to put their cards in a platform, and you want to work with them, make sure they do the right thing, you know. And I'm always there for you also, you know, if you need something, I'll always be behind you, because again, you're such a nice person in a hobby. It's not because I'm talking to you, you know that.
Oh, I know. Yes, sir.
What I mean, you know, and I want to always keep this, because we need this.
Yeah.
We need this truly. We don't have many guys that they podcast, they go to the shows and talk about hobby. You know, some of them they just do because they're flipping, they're showing what they got, and not too much about the hobby. And same thing I will talk with Mojo too, Jay, you know, make sure the hobby in, you know, I know FD doing it, you guys doing it, because we kind of had few other guys doing it. They kind of out of the track. They're not doing it because, you know, it's not for them or whatever happened, you know, but believe me, you're the one of those few guys at the platform that always keep it real, always show the people, invite people and talk about the hobby. It'll be on YouTube, Instagram, you know, and that's such a refreshment, you know, to see those guys out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I hope you have also success, all the hype to get up there. Hopefully one day we'll see you on the ESPN or you know, big platforms, and you know, then you know, I'll be like, okay, we did something right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I hope you get there, you know, buddy, because and I know how much you love this. It's not because you're doing it for the money or because of the fame. You're doing it because you love it.
That's right.
You see, that's
and I have for a long time since I was a young kid. And you know, the most interesting thing is when we first started doing content, people would ask me all the time, well, how are you going to make money? And what are you trying to sell? And I would just say, I don't know selling anything. Now, I'm a kid from the south side of Chicago that loves sports, played sports. My parents talked to me about the importance of academics. So I was always a student who was academics first, sports second, and then academics third and sports fourth, even when I got to college. And you know, when you go to college and you play ball, you got all kind of stuff coming at you.
For sure.
I stayed true to who I was and what I'm all about. and what my parents really taught me. And I talk around here at my house about what there were 3 older ladies, my grandmother, one of my grandmother's cousins, and a young lady that they grew up with, who was the first Black woman to get a master's degree in education in the state of Mississippi. Those 3 women, along with my parents, shaped and molded me as a young child, and they all challenged me in different ways. You know, my grandmother was all about what am I doing as a young man and how am I carrying myself. Thelma Griffith, who was the young lady that grew up with her in education, always talked to me about my penmanship and how I spoke and carried myself all the time. I mean, I was a young kid, 4 or 5 years old, and she would be in the car telling me, she would challenge me with words that I had to pronounce to her that were beyond my grade level. And she would challenge me on where am I putting certain tones on certain syllables. And I was a young kid. I didn't know why she's on me like this, but this was important to her. And she used to tell me that when you grow up, people are going to look at you and think certain things because you're a bigger guy. And you probably can't do this and you can't do that. But you have to be the person through not just how you talk, but what you show, what you're all about. And then, you know, when I started having children, I tried to teach them the same way that my father and mom taught me by life experiences. Like Junior needs to come out and meet Armin Blue and talk to you and understand your story and then talk to other people and not be a child that's sitting back, passing judgment on people or formulating opinions and they haven't experienced themselves. Like I'll tell you this, probably every show we come to, I pull G and Junior aside and we talk in that show about different stuff we just experienced, different people we just met. What did you learn when you were at that table? And that's the biggest gold nugget to me beyond any cards they may buy, be interested in. G likes Pokemon. Junior likes Pokemon. Junior also loves Kobe Bryant. That's the real treasure, man. Are you relating with people? Are you talking with people? Are you learning about yourself in the process? And if they walk out every show and they pick up a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, man, I'm smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah. It's again, you have to also remember it comes everything from you. If you don't teach them right, like you said, your parents, your grandparents, yeah, they're learning from you. If they learn from you, they're doing the right thing. And they see how people do respect you in the hobby, how they come up to you and this and that. And you do a lot of content, you know, on the way, you know, they understand, oh, you know, he's doing the right thing. And I want to follow up what they do. And, you know, and the sky's the limit, man. You could do whatever.
Because, you know, Junior and I have been talking about, so you know, we have talked about this, is him and I are going to start doing some podcasts together.
That'll be fun.
And I want to teach him just about this. If he wants to do it later or not, that's not even the point. It's about just having fun and enjoying ourselves. And I think he's getting of age now because Junior's about to be 9, that there's some things that he wants to talk about.
No, for sure. The thing is, that was the good thing about it. You let him to want that, not you pushing him to do it.
That's right.
It's his own will to
That's right.
the thing and say, okay, Dad, I want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, saying, you know, okay, you know, I'm doing this. You just have to go my footstep on. Then you don't want it, just pushing me to do it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to you, Junior says, I want to do it. Then you go, okay, and he likes what I do, and I guess this is for him.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll try, you know, and probably I'll be one of his guests.
Yes, I would love to have him run through a few with me and then be able to have some people on and talk to him. I mean, that's what he's done, a few interviews in person with a few people. So it's just good to see him when he comes up and he starts talking about what he wants to do. I think as any parent, it's exciting to see when it's positive.
It's a good thing. And again, the kids his age, smaller, they'll get excited. They'll start following him. They start listening to him, and they see what he collects, and it'll be something different. It's something new. Mm-hmm. If you feel comfortable him doing it, then you should let him start doing something.
Yes, sir. I think so. Got a question here. Do you think that the cards, you know, we've seen some theft in the hobby, and I think it's good for you and I to talk about this. We've seen some things on a big scale. We saw some cards in Dallas a few months ago that were taken. But we've seen some other things. We've seen things taken from people at the National before. What's your thoughts on that? I'm going to leave it real open-ended. What's your thoughts on that? And how do you see this going as we go forward?
The thing is, people have to be very careful with them because the value of the card, in a way, the cards become gold, the value-wise, especially cards. And the thing is, it's unfortunate what happened at Dallas. And I don't know if they get hold of those guys or they're going to look for those cards. End of the day, if it's today, tomorrow, a few years later, it'll come up somewhere. It'll come up, especially if the PSA or other grading company, they're going to watch those cards, particularly regraded after tracking it. But again, you have to be more alert when you have big cards. You know what I like? I'm not going to give a name or stuff. What I like the Bank Show when they did. There's one that has again, I'm not going to put names up there. There's a guy, he had a showcase and he had a private security at the showcase, next to showcase. They were there together on their table, and the security with the arms like this, standing next to the table and watching the table.
Yeah.
They look to the side, to the back, or even they've talked to me, and then the guy is always there. And I go, if the guy have six-figure cards, big 5-figure cards, I think it's pretty cheap. When I asked the guy, how much was kind of for the security service for those few days, it wasn't much. Especially you have those cards, if people like that, if you don't have that guy who's going to watch all the time, and if you're going to go, let me go grab it, let me go to the restroom, and then the table is nobody at the table, and it's in a way kind of it's on you. But nowadays, what I see, that's a cool thing, cool way of doing it. You should have a personalized security be on your table. You paying him 8 hours, he's going to be there 8 hours. Unless he wants to take a break, whatever, then you be alert out there. But such a cool. Even when I went to his table, the guy came towards me. He go, "What the heck? You going behind the table?" And the guy came into me. Go, "Oh, this is my brother. He has to come in." And he goes, "It's all cool. If you know it's cool." The thing is, I liked it. I didn't get offended. I think that's the right way of doing it. Okay?
I agree.
You can't. You go, "Bro, who?" Because security guard, he doesn't know who's FD, whose Armin is.
Right.
Bro, who the heck are you? I go, "This is my buddy." Then he turned around, "Oh, it's my brother." He didn't come in, and then he was cool. But then afterwards, he went there in this this position, watching the table. And now, at first, people say, "Man, off or whatever." I go, if you think really, it's nothing to do about show off. This is something that secures your equity, secures your value of the card. Let's say, if, for example, you bend down, grabbing some food to eat or whatever, and somehow somebody goes, "Hey, Armin, I'm turning around," and the guy grabs the card.
It's true.
It's gone. Okay? And, I don't know who you want to blame or not, but it's gone. Now, that's why that thing that I really liked it, that guy did that security thing. And, again, people were saying it's a kind of maybe show off, maybe it's too like.
That's smart to me. Yeah.
But I like it. I don't know if you like that.
I like it. But what I hate is, this is what I just, when you have things of value, there's going to come theft with it or some kind of mischievous thought. That's what my grandmama, somebody would say. Mischievous thought with it.
Yes.
And when we enter a show, we're kind of in our safe haven, man. We want to go and enjoy ourselves and talk to people. And it's just a shame that comes to a show. But I think all of us have to be aware that that's going to come to a show.
Oh, yeah. When you go to a show, you have to be very careful. Have your cards with you. Don't leave it in the car. And the thing is, there's an incident that happened in Dallas. I don't know if you heard of it. This guy, they follow this couple, has a nice cards. They're usually at the show. And they went to the bank to some cashing out getting some money or whatever. And they follow them and break the glass and grab the cards and run away because they went to the bank, left the
around in the car. Yeah.
And you always be alert, especially big cars. Take it with you. You go to a restaurant, take it with you. You go anywhere, you take it.
This is what I do. If I go to a show and I go out to eat, those cars are in the restaurant with me.
The 100%.
Yeah.
Again, there is no guarantee somebody's not following you.
That's right.
Okay? And believe me, the easiest target FD is people like us.
That's right.
That's because they know this guy has this, FD has that. And the thing is, we saw in the hobby, oh man, who's going to know? I'm going to do. People will be always watching out behind that. Nobody's going to watch out. If you leave on a trade night over there on the ground, and you go, hey, what's up, Wyman? And then you turn around, your Zion gone. It's gone.
It's true.
That's why you have to always be alert and watch people, and especially if you're around people that you don't know.
True. Very, 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 very true. I want to ask this question. Canvas Marketing. Will, what's going on? Will asks the question, Jordan or Kobe?
FD Jordan, in a very, for me, like something like, I don't want to, for me personally, Jordan 1A, Kobe 1B. I see Kobe a lot more. For me, Kobe is always be on top for me personally, but I go, oh man, no, Kobe is Jordan is always going to be there. I'm not even counting anything. Jordan is always going to be number one, but Kobe is right there. I don't even put it truly. I don't want to even put Kobe number two. For me, Kobe, it's a number one. It's a B number one. Jordan number 1A, and I think the both together is like even Jordan. This is the closest I ever seen. I don't care who's there. But he is the. Even the Magic Johnson, even Kareem or whatever. When you speak those iconic guys, and they will say that like Kobe is the guy, And again, there's so many great players. It doesn't mean LeBron is not great.
Oh yeah,
great. But for me personally, I would say Kobe. For me, it's up there. But again, Jordan is right there, same thing.
Well, why do you think Kareem doesn't get enough love?
I think it's
so difficult to me.
Yeah, it's just I think a lot of people did not see, I guess, Kareem play or, the thing is, usually what I would say, like Kobe Jordan wise, when they play with that mentality, that the way they like the way they play the game, is the people like watch them like crazy, like hawk, they're looking at them, oh man, this is the guy, this is. But then Kareem was good. Nobody can, the sky hook, nobody even come close to it. Nobody can do it. He's the icon on that. But, it's just the way you, even like it was same with the Duncan, he's a great, but he's not, I'm not saying he's a boring player, but the thing is, on that like craziness, that attack, that mentality, that they want to see this guy plays with the ball the way, like today is the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But again, it's I don't know, it's just something different, like I never seen Will Chamberlain, but people pay more for Will Chamberlain than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, I don't know, Jerry West, I think one of the best ones, but it's undervalued. They don't pay nothing. You could buy a Jerry West flawless for $400, $500, $1,000. I think he's up there, with same with the Kareem, same with the Magic. They have to appreciate them more. The only thing I think also with the card market with them, they never been exclusive, and they start left and right, and that's I think also with the collectability wise, you're looking at not why they don't like Kareem or what. When you start collectability wise, people kind of into like, okay, we want to collect those guys that they don't sign much.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Kareem does sound a lot. I can see that.
Tiger Woods, also with Upper Deck, you can't touch them. I don't know what will happen with the LeBron after signing end of his career with Topps. We'll see if the value will go out there, because it was always going to be there. But I think they should appreciate him. He's undervalued. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, go back to the point, with the Magic, they should appreciate them way more, because what they did with the Larry Bird and stuff, they did so much.
Yes.
And before even Jordan came up to the platform, get on the top of the platform, like they did that. They pushed that to the Jordan, from Jordan to Kobe, from Kobe, LeBron, Curry. They start going that way. But I think they should appreciate him more and do collect their stuff, and the value wise, appreciate wise, they should put him. For me, he's probably top 5. If you said top 5,
Yeah, I think I have him top 5. Yeah.
Top 5 for me personally.
Canvas Market, I appreciate the donation, and we know we all got love for Steph Curry. I mean, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Steph Curry is a special player. I'm excited to see what he's going to do this year with this squad, and I'm excited for next year. I believe something's coming, people. Don't sleep on Curry. Zerny saying, "What's up, fam? Cool combo. Thank you, Zerny. Always appreciate your support." We got Gabe in the house. Gabe says, "What's up? How you doing tonight, FD? Long time no see on YouTube." Yeah, we've been trying to do different stuff. The kids are growing. I come out now to probably less shows. I do plan to be at Burbank next February, and then we'll get out to some places before that. Armor doesn't know that I want to. We've kind of talked about this a little bit. I guess you do know. I want to come by your shop and spend some time and probably set that up with you and do some filming while we're out there. So there'll be more coming. But I want everybody to know I got young people that I'm thoroughly involved in their life, and time has to be split. We came at this thing very hard when we first started, and I'm proud of us for doing that. And there's going to be other situations that we're going to come hard. But there's going to be times I got to step back and go to Junior's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes and do all kind of stuff with him. So it's going to be sometimes you'll see me. But one thing we will always continue, I plan to, is to keep having these conversations with people in the hobby and talking about the hobby. And the What's the Play podcast will continue. That's where we're at. I got a few other questions. What are you buying right now?
Usual stuff. Kobe, Jordan. I picked up a Iverson. Cool card.
Mm-hmm.
I have it with me if you want to see that.
Yeah. Show the people.
It's from the. It's such a nice card out of 10. And this is like exquisite for the hockey.
Yeah.
It says Cindy Crosby tribute auto. And they did I think they did Jordan too on this kind of stuff.
Very nice.
It's a cool card. You picked up small here and there stuff, cool stuff. Sometimes something that I pick up is not that you think like this one, like you will never think of it. I will grab it like this. You'll be surprised.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah, out of 23, something is cool. I enjoy, because again, I enjoy cool stuff to pick it up. Pick up stuff and collect those. Enjoy the stuff. Again, it doesn't matter. What you make sure you enjoy stuff. Like I had one of the early Gretzky card that I always had with me. This is probably I had this since probably early 2000s. This card is a game used patch Gretzky, using Oilers. It's out of and this product used to come like this, already slabbed.
Okay.
They just come out. It's numbered, 1 out of 10. This one particular. And this beautiful patch, remember I told you when we started, I still love patches, like patches, game use stuff. That's my thing. Some people love inserts, in number variation inserts, PMGs, but I love this kind of stuff. Game use, something like that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You see, with the patch out of 5, it's such a iconic game use stuff that you don't see anymore. They don't make it anymore. And unfortunately, I don't know if the Kobe's wife doesn't let to them to make product of Kobe, even base cards or whatever, or number cards. But hopefully, they'll make some Kobe stuff in the future. Hopefully, finger crossed, because people do wait.
Hey, I would love to see more of it. I'll tell you that. I'd love to see more Kobe Bryant stuff. I feel like I should be watching NBA games, and there should be Kobe Bryant mentioned all the time. That's just where I'm at. I say the same thing about Jim Brown. When I watch I don't usually watch, let me say, a Cleveland Browns game, but when I see it, they should be playing on Jim Brown's field, or there should be something about Jim Brown going on.
Yes, 100%.
That's just me. Dave G says, "What's up?" Then he asked the question, Armin, do you have any Joe DiMaggio stuff?
I do. It's not a card. I have a baseball.
I have a baseball as well.
Yeah, I have a Joe DiMaggio baseball that my wife gave me a gift a long time ago before he passes.
Okay.
I had a long time ago. Yeah, that was I always kept it. I love that. I used to have other baseball, but the thing is, what I don't like baseballs, if you have to be particular and you have to know how to collect those.
Very particular.
They get yellow.
Yes.
They get yellow, they get messed up. I'm pretty sure you had those too.
Got to be the right temperature, got to be the right humidity. Yes, that leather thing starts happening. And that signature,
yeah.
You probably want to go get the cheapest pen to get it signed, because anything that's a ballpoint or that ink is sitting on top of the leather and never soaks in.
Yes.
That's the problem. Yeah. But I'll tell you this story, Armin. You're talking about Joe DiMaggio. I remember being a kid, and I want to say I was about 15 years old, and my father takes me to this show. But there's other people there. But there's two legends. You got Joe DiMaggio and you got Mickey Mantle. And they were in an area where they had like curtains hang. So you had to go through this maze to get to them.
Okay.
In Chicago. You had to go through this maze to get to them. And they had curtains hanging that were probably 10, 12 feet high. And they were white. They were like a cream eggshell white. I still remember this. And when you got up there, you couldn't take a picture of them, but you could get an autograph. And they were trying to move people through. This was, I think, the last show that both were at, both alive, living, signing autographs. And there was some stuff that Joe DiMaggio would not sign. I think he wouldn't sign bats. He was signing balls. I don't know if he was signing a jersey. It was like with some stuff he was finicky about signing. But I just thought, I never saw him because I didn't go get their autograph. My father asked me, do you want to go get their autograph? You got both sign one ball, and this would be legendary. And I was like, no, I think I'm good. But just to see those curtains was very interesting.
You see, when you think back, I go, I should have gone.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
He tried to talk me into it. My dad was very practical guy. He's like, man, these two guys are legends. By the time you get grown, both of them on one ball would be very rare. And I was still like, nah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, this is kind of my story with the hockey thing. Quick tell you, yeah, Mr. Hockey, yeah, Gory Howe. He came, in LA. There's a signature platform that he has to sign privately or whatever. Anyhow, I got some tickets. I went there, and I told my son, "Let's go." He goes, "It was small." He goes, "Dad, I don't want to come." I go, "No, because this is a once in a lifetime." He doesn't come here. And he's kind of grumpy too when he signs stuff.
I heard that.
Yeah. And then we went, and my son, I have photos and stuff like that. It's so funny. I gave him something to sign, and then my son, probably 5 years old, 6 years old, whatever, and he's giving him some photo to sign, and he's grabbing my son's hand, and he starts signing on his hand. Goldie Howe, like he goes, let it go, my heart. I mean, like. I go, son, now my son is 24 now. Now, David, like, remember? He goes, Dad, like, such an awesome thing that you took it, and one of the legends, that no longer, and he's the Mr. Hockey. He did that, It's just memories that you cherish and enjoy, and it's always like I always tell this story. When I see people in a hobby, they enjoy the stories. I have so many stories.
I know you do.
Yeah, and then we don't have time to go all over, but there's so many fun stuff that we did, But once again, that's the good thing, That's why with you too, when you see the athlete that caliber, if you can take the junior to see, person like people like that, Like I wish I could see before he passed Willie Mays, and let him sign something, like just the timing and where we at, we couldn't do it, Just those things that you have to prioritize and make sure you do it because you might never have a second chance to do it.
To me, that's the best thing about in-person autographs is meeting the athlete, and I'm going to talk to him. It's not just almost every athlete I ever met. It's not just walking up getting an autograph. Like we got to have a conversation, and then you remember that conversation every time you look at the piece, and there's a story there. That's like one of the best things. I also enjoy autograph cards.
Yes.
They're very cool. But that story of standing in front of the person and talking to them, there's nothing like it. Yeah. Gabe says, "What's up? How are you doing tonight, FD?" Oh, we talked about this. Dave G says, "Armin, do you have any Joe DiMaggio stuff?" We talked about that. Dave G came back with, "I got a DiMaggio cut auto from SP Legendary Cuts 2001 BGS 8.510. I wish I had the Jackie that you have." Armin has a wonderful card.
Yes, I do. I think you've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've held it. Yeah. Don't forget that. Yeah, a wonderful card, man.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
I think I was with you today. You just got it.
Yes, I think we're in San Diego. Yeah.
We're in San Diego. Yeah. You said, "FD, you want to see what I just got?" I was like, "Okay, well, what's up?" I'm thinking Kobe, Magic, maybe even something Wilt. And when you showed me Jackie Robinson, I was
that's a piece of history, okay? And those kind of stuff you don't see that often. And it has a piece of his game use patch on it too. It's something that like I sincerely enjoy it. I'm not saying I'm a big baseball guy, but I appreciate those icons, and we have to appreciate them. We have to put them on top of the pedestal, talk about them, that the kids they will know about Jackie, about especially those guys are already gone. Kobe, those guys, we have to always put out there, talk about them, and always, tell the kids what they did for the sport, and what the athletes do for the hobby, especially what the Fanatics doing it for the hobby, personally, when I don't know, you didn't go to the Fanatic Fest in New York.
No, I didn't go. I was actually waiting for next year in 2025 when it comes.
The funny part is, I was talking with a guy who's doing exclusive for Jordan painting. He was talking about with me. He goes, "Armin, let me talk about a few things with you." Mm-hmm. Then suddenly, like maybe 5 minutes, I was talking to him. He goes, "Armin, turn back and look at who is behind you." And he took a picture. I was turning his Kevin Durant next to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I have a photo. I'll show you when I see you next time. Remind me. I'll show. He was next to me, and he was talking with the other guy, and I was turned. And I go, "Let me do a selfie quick," and I did that. And I go, the thing is, that's what the hobby is. Now we all involving the athletes with the cards, with the hobby guys, becoming something.
An overall experience. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. That's what the Fanatic Fest is. I'm going to shout out my boy EJ. He does a great job.
Yeah.
Fanatic shows, one of the best guys in the hobby. Awesome person. Yeah, that's the good part of the hobby. It's a change. It's a new thing. That's why sometimes they will tell me what you think about the hobby, what the hobby is going. The thing is, sometimes you won't know because this changes is coming left and right. Sometimes you even dissect what's going on, and it's going to another level. And
that's why I try to embrace change, because it's a natural evolution of things.
No, 100%. That's why you just have to go with the flow and look, see what's going on, what's happening. And in a way, we all, it doesn't matter how long you're in the hobby, myself, yourself, we always learn.
Every opportunity. Yeah. Every show I go to, I walk out knowing something I did not know before I walked into that show. No, but I also open myself up to learn. I don't walk in thinking I know everything.
No, for sure. Because when you say I'm done, I know everything, then you're done. You don't have to be in a.
I agree.
Learning, it's always there. Teaching kids. Sometimes I will listen to the 10 years old kid saying some stuff. Well, are you serious? And like, I'll get that. I'll get for the kids. It'll be 15, 16, 17. I'll get that and go, oh my God, these kids nowadays, and nowadays the kids are more knowledgeable. I would say I was laughing about the few days ago with this kid. I go, "Bro, this is like a stock market for you, kids stock market. Buying, selling, trading. Putting investment. It's a kind of stock market because stock market you could buy some stock. It might go crazy up, and then it might go pretty low, and then it's with the kids too. You're buying a card. You don't know if this stock that you bought, if it's a Kobe or LeBron or Curry or Magic, whoever it is, Luka, it might go crazy out there. It might go down. That's why people invest in it. It's like a stock market for the kids also to learn, to understand, how they can, let's say, make money, also collect with. It's fun.
Yeah, money management.
Yeah,
Money management, talking to people, understanding what's going on. That's what it's all about. Shaking hands, sharing stories, listening to people, listening to their story.
Yeah, stories are beautiful. Learning, listening. It's awesome.
Yes, sir. So I know before we get off here, I want to ask you about, I know you have a brick and mortar location that I've been through. I think it's a great store. But tell us a few things about the store.
Yeah, we have a shop in Glendale, Blue Sports Cards, in Glendale, California. Usually, when I say California, sometimes people think it's Glendale, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
In Glendale, California, close to Burbank, Pasadena, La Crescenta, it's close to LA, close to Dodger Stadium. It's a pretty remote place. It's a cool place to stop by. Help guys. In the hobby, teach them. Show them the right way of doing it, sleeving cards right way. We always put our time to make sure the kids are happy. Kids understand the hobby. It's not always like we talk about the value of the card, and appreciate the hobby first thing. And that's and we try to do trade nets for kids. And we also sometimes people don't want to be in the hobby. They want to move off the hobby, and that's okay too. It's just not for everybody. But we always buy cards, trade cards. We do all those things also at the shop. If you have a card, you can trade up. And sometimes I'll tell them, the value of the card. Sometimes they bring case of junk wax era cards that they don't worth anything, and they think that it's worth so much, so much money. But I will tell them no, they don't. Because they go, oh, this is for example. Ken Griffey Jr. card. Yeah, it has a misprint on it. It worth $100,000. I go, it's not right. Don't look at those things on eBay. eBay, same card, it could be $1. It could show 200,000. It doesn't mean that card worth that much. We just have to teach them. Not everything is right on the platform that you see. You just have to stop by, talk to us, show us. We'll give you guidance where to go, how to do the right stuff. The most important thing, enjoy what you do, have fun with it, because you don't want to only go after the profit, or it's not a scratcher. You scratch, win something. You take something with you, and we try to teach kids. It'll be trade night, it'll be personal. They come open boxes with us, and we'll talk about the hobby, sleeving, and this and that. And I hope they get it. I hope they understand. And that's my goal, teaching them, make sure they're doing right thing, collecting right stuff. And most important, again, I'm telling you, probably I'm repeating again myself, enjoying it.
You're one of the, just in my personal opinion, you're one of the biggest ambassadors that I've met in the hobby, who consistently, almost every time I talk to you, I see you, you're talking about the education of others or giving back to someone. This is something that you talk about all the time. And one of the first things that I noticed about you is like, this guy's you're serious about and I enjoy that. There are people, you're one of the people that I let's say I had something to run and do and I need to have Junior chill out with you at a table. You're one of the people I would bring him by and him and G both and have him spend some time with you. I've had him sit down with certain people in the hobby to just learn, get involved in this conversation. You're one of those people. I really want to salute you for being a person that's always about really somebody else, Armin.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's refreshing in 2024 to meet somebody that's like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a big honor coming up from you. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. You know me. I'm always there for you guys, helping, guiding, and also seeing where you guys at, the heights that you guys get, And again, I told you before too, those few of the guys that keep the podcast, keep the YouTube, keep those things going on, because people sometimes you have to understand, and I talk to many people, they don't have a chance to go to shows. They don't have a chance to go out of their house. There's a kid that they sit down at their house, and the only thing they can do, they can watch. They cannot go outside. And you bringing them the hobby, you bringing them the show to their house to see what you guys do. It doesn't matter what kind of things you guys doing it, but it's fun that they're enjoying watching you and looking. Oh man, I can't wait. Like you see that the guy was messaging, saying on the thing, where were you? And we're waiting on the YouTube. They're waiting for you, man.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So I know you're busy with other stuff, but people do wait for you. To put new things in there, the new stuff, newly things going on in the hobby. Just show them because they're excited. Even myself. When I see you going to the shows and you podcasting, doing the videos. Oh my God, let's see what FD's doing it. Let's see who's there. Let's see what's going on. It's such a fun thing. Even if I couldn't make it, at least I can see in your eye. You see what's. I can see it. That's why people do appreciate you, what you do. Take your time, do those things and bring people, because they might see, oh man, next time I'll go to the show because FD went there and it's a cool show. And the thing is, also those people have to appreciate you. The show guys who does the show, they should kind of hire you to do those things, put you in that platform that you can go more constantly to the shows and do things that will be good for the hobby, good for the others to watch you doing things, because you also show the cards. You not only talk about yourself in there or just speaking on the side, you going to the table, showing the card, people seeing the card, they enjoying it with you.
Yes, sir.
Again, you're the one of those guys with a few other guys that they still doing it. I'm giving you a prop on that.
Yes,
you
sir.
Keep doing that, man, because it's a difficult thing to do every time, especially when the kids with you. So it's hard, but I salute you. You do a pretty good job. It's
We're gonna be back out there. We're gonna get back out there. I also want to give you a shout out. Is that you have been the same person as far as being able to talk to you and have a conversation and have fun. A lot of times we're laughing and joking about different stuff since the first time we saw you at a show. The same exact guy. And that's rare and should be commendable, man. I remember the first time you came up in Chicago. I saw you at shows before that. But you came to me in Chicago and you were talking about cards and different players and this, that, and the other. And we were laughing and joking and having fun. I just appreciate that about you, man. And I don't think a lot of people tell people, give them their roses enough. But when I see genuine people, that every time I see them, they're the same person. I don't have to think about what Armin am I meeting. I'm meeting the same Armin every time I come. When we come to events at your store, you showed of love. You've offered us food and beverage, drink, whatever it may be. Take your time, kick back, man. Enjoy yourself. We have a space to open cards. I mean, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I just appreciate you, bro. That's why I wanted to have you on today. And like I said, I want to get you a shop and do more. We'll set up a day to do something else with you. But I think we need to showcase you more because you do a lot, man.
Yeah, I try to do, like you said, I'm same. I'm not changing with anything. It doesn't matter People sometimes change if they become different platforms. They're bigger than they are, and they forget where they came from. You always remember where you come from, where you had, and where you have now. And I think if you do that, you can, and it'll be great. But again, a lot of people do change. They think, oh, now in a different platform, they're worthy to talk to you, talk to me.
Yes.
And cool. They have to remember, man, remember what we did. You don't forget those days. And a lot of people don't understand that. If you do that, the hobby always will be healthy, always will understand. Because a lot of people, they'll stop by, they say, hi, Armin, nice to meet you. And some people will come from Germany, Italy, Paris, they visit here, and they'll go, oh, are you Armin Blue? I go, yeah, I saw your video. Let's say I'll be on FD, Mojo Show, or other YouTube, and I go, yeah, and I go, appreciate it. Sometimes they give me cards, like hockey cards, that I talk about, on the Sasha T podcast. I talk about how I started, and then I go, oh, this is for you. I know you're a Detroit fan. I know that era that you like, let's say Fedorov, it'll be other players, Iserman or whatever. And then, I appreciate it, man. You don't have to. Oh, I go, no, I want you to have it. This is something that I had it long time, especially I'm visiting to United States. I want to just personally give it to you. And I had a few incidents like that people came and give me cards, and I appreciate it. I go, just let me know if you need anything, any help, I can do, because I'm here to help people to understand the hobby and keep the hobby healthy for a long, long time. This is something, such a cool thing, that I a lot of people do enjoy it.
Yes, sir. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, sir. It's such an honor.
No, for sure, man. This is an honor. You know how much, I love what you do, and how many years I know you. This is friendly, like kind of podcast. It's not like we don't know each other. We know a long time. Probably one of the first ones in the hobby that kind of come up, before with the boom and everything.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy with you. I enjoy what you do. I enjoy what you collect. I see what you do with collabing with other guys. With the Curry things going on, the autographs. Those custom stuff.
Yeah.
Man, you're doing a good job. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Keep the hobby healthy, and keep doing what you love, man. That's the best advice I will give you. Keep what you do. Again, whenever you need me, you know me. You know where to.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, before we get out of here, you saw the intro.
Yes.
So I got to ask you, Armin, who are you rolling with?
That the only guy in the world rolling with my boy FD.
Bro, I appreciate you, man. Armin Blue, it's been an honor to have you here. We'll have you on more regularly, sir, to talk about different things. Well, like I said, I'll be in contact with you, man, to come to
so much stories, so much good things going on. We can go back where we started. There's so much cool stuff. Whenever you have time, just hit me up. I'm always happy to go back and podcast and talk about other stuff. Maybe show off other cards. Maybe stop by, at the shop. We can bring it over some cards. Cool stuff that we can see on my PC stuff, that I enjoy, to have it, We'll have good stuff, man.
Yes, sir. All right, tell your family I said hello. I hope you have a good night, brother.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate all the best. I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
You got it, brother.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.